Hi guys, welcome back to Cup of Teach. We're going to discuss solving quadratic inequality. How to solve quadratic inequality? To solve quadratic inequality, you have to follow the steps. Number 1. Express the quadratic inequality as a quadratic equation in the form ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. And then, solve for x. 2. Locate solutions in number line and it serves as the boundary points. Number 3. Divide the number into 3 regions. 4. Choose one number from each region as a test point. And number 5. If it is true, then the region belongs to the solution set. Otherwise, it is not part of the solution set of the inequality. In solving quadratic inequality, you have to determine the solution set or interval notation and set notation. So what is solution set or interval notation? It is the set of all values of variables that makes the inequality true, while set notation is the set of all values of variables and enclosed with brace. Let us review the symbols that we use for inequality. Greater than, less than. For these symbols, we're going to use the hollow dot or parentheses. It means that the solutions or the boundaries are not included. And for the symbols, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, we're going to use the solid dot or bracket. It means that the solutions or the boundaries are included. If the symbol is greater than or equal to, the solutions found on both sides. And if the symbol of inequality is less than or equal to, the solutions found at the center. Example, x squared plus 7x plus 10 is less than 0. First, you're going to list down all the factors of positive 10 and identify which factors can give the sum of positive 7. So what are the factors of 10? 10 times 1. Negative 10 times negative 1. 5 times 2. And negative 5 times negative 2. Which of the following factors give the sum of positive 7? 5 times 2. Let us factor now the quadratic inequality using the factors of 10. X plus 5 and x plus 2 is less than 0. And then, equate the two factors to 0. X plus 5 is equal to 0, and the other one, x plus 2 is equal to 0. Transpose positive 5 to the right side, it will become negative. Therefore, x is equal to negative 5. Then, transpose positive 2 to the right side, it will become negative. X is equal to negative 2. Let us show that in the number line. Since the inequality symbol here is less than, therefore, we're going to use the hollow dot. It means that negative 5 and negative 2 are not included in the solutions. And the solutions found at the center. Always remember that we have here 3 regions. First, left side, center, and right region. Then, we will have now the test point. Let's have it first, the left side. You can choose any number from left side of negative 5. I'll choose negative 6. And I will use the factor form for testing whether the region belongs to the solution set instead of the original inequality. So let's have here x plus 5 and x plus 2 is less than 0. By substitution, your x is negative 6. So x is negative 6. Then copy plus 5. X is negative 6. Then copy plus 2, copy less than 0. And then negative 6 plus 5, negative 1. Negative 4 plus 2, negative 4. Just copy less than 0. Then multiply the 2, that is positive 4. Is positive 4 less than 0? No, that is false. It means that left side region is not included in the solution set. Let's go to the center. I'll choose negative 3. Then factor form, x plus 5 and x plus 2 is less than 0. By substitution, your x is negative 3. Copy plus 5, x is negative 3. Copy plus 2, copy less than 0. Then simplify it. Negative 3 plus 5, positive 2. Negative 3 plus 2, negative 1. Just copy less than 0. Then multiply the 2, negative 2. Negative 2 less than 0? Yes, it is true. It means that center region is included in the solution set. Let's go to the right side, or right region. I'll choose 0. Factor form and substitute the value for x. We will have 0. Just copy plus 5. X is 0. Copy plus 2. Copy less than 0. Then 0 plus 5 is 5. 0 plus 2, positive 2. Just copy less than 0. Then multiply the 2. That is 10. Is 10 less than 0? No, that is false. It means that right region is not included in the solution set. Let's go to the solution set or interval notation. Since we used here hollow dot, it means that we're going to use parentheses. So we will have now negative 5 to negative 2. Next is set notation. Let's go back here. You can see here that x is greater than negative 5 but less than negative 2. So let us write that in the set notation. Always use brace. So we will have x such that x is greater than negative 5 but less than negative 2. Number 2, x squared minus x minus 12 is greater than 0. First, you're going to list down all the factors of negative 12 and identify which factors can give the sum of negative 1. Always remember that the numerical coefficient of x is positive 1. But in this case, this is negative x, therefore, the numerical coefficient is negative 1. So let's go back to the factors of negative 12. What are the factors of negative 12? 12 times negative 1. Negative 12 times 1. 6 times negative 2. Negative 6 times 2. 4 times negative 3. And negative 4 times 3. Which of the following factors can give the sum of negative 1? Negative 4 times 3. Let us factor now the quadratic inequality using the factors of negative 12. So x minus 4 and x plus 3 is greater than 0. Then equate the two factors to 0. X minus 4 is equal to 0 and x plus 3 is equal to 0. Transpose negative 4 to the right side. We will have now x is equal to 4. Transpose positive 3 to the right side, so x is equal to negative 3. And then let us show that in the number line. Since the inequality symbol here is greater than, therefore, we will use the hollow dot. Means that negative 3 and positive 4 are not included in the solutions. And the solutions found on both sides of the number line. Always remember, we have 3 regions: left, center, right. Let us check it if it is correct. Let us use the left side region. You can choose any number from left side of negative 3. So I'll choose negative 4. And I will going to use the factor form to test whether the regions belongs to the solution set instead of the original inequality. So let's have here x minus 4 and x plus 3 is greater than 0 by substitution. Your x is negative 4. Just copy minus 4, x is negative 4. Copy plus 3, then copy greater than 0. Simplify it, negative 8. Negative 4 plus 3, negative 1. Just copy greater than 0. Multiply the 2, positive 8. Is positive 8 greater than 0? Yes, that is true. It means that left side is included in the solution set. Let's go to the center. I'll choose 0. Factor form, by substitution, your x is 0. Just copy minus 4, x is 0. Copy plus 3, copy greater than 0. Simplify it, 0 minus 4, that is negative 4. 0 plus 3, that is 3. Just copy greater than 0. Multiply the 2, that is negative 12. Is negative 12 greater than 0? No, that is false. It means that center is not included in the solution set. Let's go to the right side. I'll choose 5. So x is equal to 5. Factor form, then substitute. Your x is 5. Just copy minus 4. Your x is 5. Just copy plus 3. Copy greater than 0. Simplify it. 5 minus 4, positive 1. 5 plus 3, positive 8. Just copy greater than 0. Multiply the 2, that is 8. Is 8 greater than 0? Yes, that is true. It means that right side is included to the solution set. Let's go to the solution set or interval notation. Since we used here hollow dot, therefore we're going to use parentheses. And arrows on both sides means this is negative infinity and this is positive infinity. Automatically, we will use parentheses. So the solution set is negative infinity to negative 3. Union, positive 4 to positive infinity. Then, let's have here set notation. Let's go back here. You can see here that 4x is greater than 4. And you can see here negative 3. Therefore, x is less than negative 3. Let us write that in the set notation. Always use brace. So we have here x such that x is less than the negative 3 and x is greater than to positive 4. Number 3, x squared minus 5x minus 6 is less than or equal to 0. First, we're going to list down all the factors of negative 6. And then, think of the factors wherein the sum is negative 5. So we have here 6 times negative 1. Negative 6 times 1. Negative 3 times 3. So ano kaya dito ang may sum na negative 5? Yung negative 6 times 1. So ito yung gagamitin nating factors. We will have now x minus 6 and x plus 1. Copy less than or equal to 0. And then ito na yung factors ng x squared minus 5x minus 6 is less than or equal to 0. After that, we're going to equate that to 0. So x minus 6 is equal to 0 and x plus 1 is equal to 0. To solve for x, let us transpose negative 6 to the right side, so it will become positive 6. Therefore, x is equal to 6. And then, positive 1 transposed to the right side, so it will become negative 1. Therefore, x is equal to negative 1. Then, let us graph. Draw a number line, and then, let us consider the inequality symbol. The inequality symbol here is less than or equal to. Therefore, gagamit tayo ng solid dot. So, this is negative 1 and this is positive 6. So, ang ginamit nating dot is solid. Saan matatagpuan ngayon ang solutions kapag ang inequality symbol na ginamit ay less than or equal to? Sa center. So, pwede nating i-check kung tama yung graph natin. So, pag i-check natin, kukuha tayo ng isang number sa left side ni negative 1, isang number sa center, at isang number sa right side ni 6. So, unahin natin ang left side. So, kahit anong number, pwede. I'm going to choose negative 2. Then, let us use yung factor form kasi mas mabilis. So, x minus 6 and x plus 1 less than or equal to 0. Then, substitution. So, yung x, papalitan na natin ng negative 2. Then, same dito, negative 2. Then, negative 2 minus 6, the answer is negative 8. Negative 2 plus 1, the answer is negative 1. Less than or equal to 0. Let us multiply the 2. The answer is positive 8. Less than or equal to 0. Ang tanong, ang 8 ba ay less than or equal to 0? Hindi. So, that is false. So, ibig sabihin, hindi kasama ang left side. Let's go to the center. So, kuha tayo ng kahit anong number sa center. So, I'm going to choose 0. So, x is equal to 0. Factor form. Then, substitution. So, ang x natin ay 0. Then, ang x natin dito ay 0. Let us simplify. 0 minus 6, the answer is negative 6. 0 plus 1, the answer is positive 1. Copy less than or equal to 0. Multiply the 2, that is negative 6. Is it less than or equal to 0? Yes. Therefore, yung center kasama sa solutions. Let's go to the right side. So, any number pwede kuhanin sa right side. So, let's have here x is equal to 7. Factor form. Then, substitution. X natin ay 7. So, yung x din natin dito ay 7. 7 minus 6, that is 1. 7 plus 1, That is 8. Less than or equal to 0. 1 times 8. The answer is 8. Is it less than or equal to 0? False. Therefore, ang right side natin ay hindi kasama. So, ibig sabihin, center. So, tama yung graph natin. Nasa center ang solutions. So, this time, kunin naman natin ang solution set or interval notation. So, sa interval notation, consider natin ang dot. So, since ito ay solid, therefore, ang gagamitin natin ay bracket. So, that is from negative 1 to positive 6. After that, let's go to set notation. So, paano tayo kukuha ng set notation? Babalik tayo dito sa graph. So, mapapansin nyo, ang x natin is greater than or equal to negative 1. But, less than or equal to positive 6. So, ito na yung ilalagay natin sa set notation. So, palaging tandaan sa set notation, gamit tayo ng brace. So, x such that x is greater than or equal to negative 1 but less than or equal to positive 6. Number 4, 2x squared minus x minus 15 is greater than or equal to 0. So first, we're going to list down all the factors of negative 15. So that is 15 times negative 1. Negative 15 times 1. 5 times negative 3. And negative 5 times 3. So medyo complicated lang ang given problem kasi meron tayong 2 dito na kasama ni x squared. So, kahit ano sa factors, pwede nating itry. So, I'm going to try 5 times negative 3. So, let's have here 2x plus 5. Yung isa, x minus 3. So, i-check natin using FOIL method. Una, multiply natin ang 2x at saka ang x. So, the product is 2x squared. That is correct. Then, check natin. Kailangan makakuha tayo ng negative x. So, 2x times negative 3, the answer is negative 6x. Next, 5 times x, the answer is 5x. So, pwede tayong mag-combine kasi similar terms. So, negative 6x plus 5x, the answer is negative x. Therefore, tama siya. Then, yung last, i-check natin kung negative 15 nga. 5 times negative 3, the answer is negative 15. So, you just copy greater than or equal to 0. Then, let us equate this to 0. So, 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. And the other one, x minus 3 is equal to 0. Let us solve for x. Transpose natin ang 5 sa right side, so it will become negative 5. 2x is equal to negative 5. Then, since meron pa tayong 2 dito, kailangan tayong mag-divide ng 2 both side. Divide by 2. So, x is equal to negative 5 over 2. Then, ito, transpose natin sa right side, it will become positive 3. Therefore, x is equal to positive 3. Graph natin, number line. So, ang ginamit nating inequality symbol dito ay greater than or equal to. Therefore, ang gagamitin nating dot is solid. So, this is negative 5 over 2 and positive 3. After nyan, saan matatagpuan ang solutions? Since ang ginamit natin ay greater than or equal to. Both side. So, pwede natin yan i-check. Kailangan nating i-check yung left side, center, at right side. Actually, pwede kayong hindi mag-check para mas maikli. Pero para sigurado, i-check nyo. So, let's have here, left side. So, kahit ano, pwedeng kuhanin. So, I'm going to use negative 3. Factor form para mas mabilis. This one. And then, substitution. So, copy yan to x natin ay negative 3. Copy plus 5. Ang x natin dito ay negative 3. Then, let us simplify. 2 times negative 3, that is negative 6 plus 5. Then, negative 3 minus 3, the answer is negative 6. Just copy greater than or equal to 0. Let us simplify it further. Negative 6 plus 5, that is negative 1. Just copy negative 6. Greater than or equal to 0. Multiply the 2. The answer is positive 6. Greater than or equal to 0. So, ang tanong, ang 6 ba is greater than or equal to 0? The answer is true. Therefore, kasama ang left side. So, punta tayo sa center. So, I'm going to choose 0. Sa center natin, pwede kahit ano. So, gamit ako ng 0. Factor form, substitution. Copy C2. Ang x natin ay 0. Copy plus 5. Ang x natin ay 0. Then, copy minus 3. Copy greater than or equal to 0. Let us simplify this. 2 times 0, that is 0. Plus 5, kaya naging 5. So, 0 minus 3, the answer is negative 3. Copy greater than or equal to 0. Multiply the 2, that is negative 15, is greater than or equal to 0. So, ang tanong, negative 15 is greater than or equal to 0? False. So, therefore, ang center natin ay hindi kasama. Let's go to the right side. So, I'm going to use 4. Factor form, then substitution. So, copy si 2. Then, si x natin ay 4. Copy plus 5. X natin ay 4. Minus 3 is greater than or equal to 0. Then, multiply natin to. That is 8 plus 5. 4 minus 3, that is positive 1. Let us simplify it further. 8 plus 5, 13. Just copy 1. Greater than or equal to 0. Multiply the 2. The answer is 13. Is it greater than or equal to 0? Yes. So, the answer is true. Therefore, ang right side natin ay kasama. So, ibig sabihin, ang graph natin ay tama. This time, punta na tayo sa solution set or interval notation. So, since ang ginamit natin dito ay solid, therefore, gagamit tayo ng bracket. Pero, meron tayong arrow dito. So, ibig sabihin, infinity siya. Walang katapusan. Then, infinity dun dito sa kabila. So, anong klaseng infinity? Dito, negative infinity. So, ibig sabihin, walang katapusan yung numbers dyan. Then, dito, positive infinity. So, let's have here, from negative infinity to negative 5 over 2. Union from positive 3 to positive infinity. So, mapapansin nyo, ang ginamit natin dito ay parenthesis kasi infinity siya. Then, dito, ang ginamit natin ay bracket kasi solid. Then, sa 3 din, ginamit natin ay bracket. Then, dito ay parenthesis. Let's go to the set notation. Set notation, punta tayo sa graph. So, ang x natin, dalawa. Isa sa left at isa sa right. So, ang x natin sa right ay x is greater than or equal to 3. Ang left natin, ang x natin is less than or equal to negative 5 over 2. So, ito yung ilalagay natin sa set notation natin. Gamit tayo ng brace. So, x such that x So, copy lang natin to. Is less than or equal to negative 5 over 2 and x is greater than or equal to positive 3.
Thank you for watching. That's it for this video. If you learned something here, don't forget to like and subscribe to Cup of Teach. See you on the next lesson. Bye!